What is up, guys? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Zachary Reality, and we're going to be discussing Bachelor in Paradise episode 4 today because there was a lot of drama and there is a lot of things to discuss. So let's get right into it. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. Ring the bell so you're always notified whenever I post new videos. And when it comes to Bachelor in Paradise, I am doing a recap every single Friday throughout the rest of the season. So you definitely want to be subscribed and checking back weekly to hear what I think of the episodes, because maybe you think the same things or maybe you think differently, which results in conversation. So let's chat. I also did watch The Golden Bachelor last night, and I could not believe the way Kathy was talking to Teresa. Like, that was crazy. Hello? Did you guys watch The Golden Bachelor? I'm assuming you already did because you should have by now. And what had happened was Gary, he did the right thing. He heard both ladies out and he had a stronger connection with Teresa. And he did think it was a little ridiculous the way Kathy said, zip it, zip it, zip it. I have future advice for you. Zip it. Kathy was so rude to Teresa. What was up with that? Well, Teresa got her justice because Kathy was eliminated and April was also eliminated. So now there is only 5 women left. 5. This show is going so fast. I'm glad that Susan's still there. Susan is so funny. She's hilarious. I don't think she's gonna win though. There's 5 left. So there'll be one more week, then there'll be hometowns, and then hopefully Gary will get engaged. Who knows what's gonna happen? But I'm going to do a separate recap of The Golden Bachelor in another panel. I actually have some guests coming on later today. I'm doing a little collab with another channel, so stay tuned for that video. But let's get into Bachelor in Paradise because this is where it's me and it's you guys, because this is like our favorite show. So Sam can't poop. She does not poop. It seems like Sam stayed up all night long hoping to poop. She was like chugging coffee. She was saying goodbye to Aaron, talking to him about the options they have. And it was sunrise and she was just hoping she could poop by then, but she couldn't. So the medic pulled her out of the game. And she hasn't pooped since. When Jesse gave an update 2 or 3 days later, she has pooped since then. So it has been 6 months. And I saw Sam earlier this week at the FY Island premiere party. She looked healthy. She looked happy. So I think she's fine, but it would be nice if she can give us a little bit of a medical update. I don't know if it's going to play out on the show, if Jesse's going to give announcements, if Sam is going to post on Instagram, but... We're with Sam. Now the biggest question, and it's still playing out on TV. Did you ever poop?
Oh my God.
Stay tuned. So I'm just curious about her journey to recovery. And I'm also frustrated that Aaron didn't leave with her. So Aaron S. has been dating Sam the past few weeks on the show, and they're on week 4 now. So it's not like they're a super new couple, but Aaron has dedicated pretty much all of his time to Sam. He even fought Peter on the first episode about his relationship with Sam. So I just thought because of Sam's condition, it would have been the right thing for Aaron to do to leave with her. But I guess he didn't feel strong enough and he wants to date a few more girls on the beach. I mean, Aaron was a little ridiculous at the end of the episode when he smashed the truth box and started reading all the shady things, and then he was like, I'm gonna go out swinging. I mean, that was just like a little much. And Aaron, he was also at the FY Island party. I love him. He's nice. He's cool. Okay, I shouldn't use the word love so easily. I like Aaron. He's cool, but on the show, I just felt like he should have stepped up and left with Sam, and I thought he was being ridiculous when he threw the truth box. What was up with that? So I don't know. Good luck, Sam. Hope to hear from you soon. Next up, we have John Henry, who is walking into the beach. He was on charity season. I guess he didn't make it super far, but he is super handsome. He is tatted up. He's got a great tan, pretty eyes. Seems like a really nice guy, but he is very nervous. He's also a welder, so he's used to being underground welding things. He's just so nervous and he's shaking and he doesn't know who to take on a date. So immediately he pulls Kat. Then he pulls Kylie, who seem to be the hot commodities. I'm like, when is anyone going to pull Rachel or Eliza? Well, soon Eliza, but like, it's like the same girls keep getting pulled right away. It's like Kat or Kylie. So he talks to Kat. What I noticed when he talked to Kat is that he said that Kylie was a smoke show. So it's like he already put Kat in the friend position if he's telling her that her friend's hotter than her, you know? So then he talks to Kylie, and Kylie is super nice. And she's like, I hope that you just pick someone who you feel most comfortable with. which is Kylie also putting him in the friend zone. Then he picks Olivia. And me and Allie, who I was watching with last night, my friend, we were so glad that he picked Olivia because we love Olivia. Olivia is so funny. She's so positive. She has the best confessionals. She's like lighthearted. She's telling the story. Like, it's about time that someone is giving Olivia some love. She was effed over in the first episode by Will. She was devastated. She didn't feel like she had respect. So she even made sure to talk to the guy that she was talking to and let him know that she was going to go on this date with John Henry. So she goes on the date with John Henry. They do a massage. They break the bed. And then they kiss in the pool. And sparks are flying. Peter. So when Olivia comes back from the date, she also makes sure to talk to Peter and let him know that there was a little bit of a connection, but she doesn't want to give up on him either. And Peter and Olivia end up kissing, and that closes out their storyline. And then when the episode ends, they're going into a rose ceremony. So Olivia is going to have to give her rose to John Henry or Peter. The next guy that walked in was John B. He's another guy from Charity Season who got a lot of love. And John B decides to take Eliza on a date. Now, Eliza has been hitting things off with Aaron pretty much since the beginning, Aaron B. But Aaron B also had like a brief thing with Mercedes on night 1. So when John B asks Eliza on the date, Eliza's like, you know, I just wanted like a chance to explore. Like, you had a chance to explore. Like, Aaron is like expressing to her that he doesn't want her to go. But like Eliza is saying that she just wants the opportunity to like go on a date and just see. And I honestly am team Eliza on this. I think it is so early. And like the whole point of the show is to like go on these dates and like explore new relationships. Like, you can't be stuck to one person the whole time. Like, you just can't. You have to try to date at least 2 people. Otherwise, it's just like, I mean, I guess if you only have eyes for one person, like, I get that too. But you got to like at least put yourself out there with conversation. So if someone's going to ask you on a date, like, be open to going on a date. So Eliza decides to go on a date, and she kind of talked a little bit about her past experience where she was dating Rodney and she was dating Justin and she was being indecisive, and she just kind of wants to put herself first because last year she was putting everyone else's needs before her own. Team Eliza, she also looked so beautiful in her bikini. She looks beautiful. Her hair looks beautiful. Like, her skin is so flawless. Her blue dress that she walked in, and of course she had to strut her way right in front of Aaron so that he can see what he's missing, because that's the reaction the TV show wants you to have. Just so unfair for him to have to see her look so good while she's going on a date with another guy. Like, that is just such torture. It's torture. And then we kind of get into a little bit more drama, where the second half of the episode really started to heat up after the new arrivals came and everyone had their dates. The drama with Jess, Sean, Rachel, and Brayden. This was some good TV. I'm glad that Brayden stirred the pot because we needed something on the beach. We needed a little bit of drama for us viewers. Sean has like always had a crush on Jess since day 1. Like, he made that clear in the first episode when he was like, I like Taylor Swift. I follow you on Instagram. Like, he said it multiple times. However, Jess started hooking up with Blake and Rachel kind of started hooking up with Sean. So they kind of got in their couples, and that's what they did for the first rose ceremony. But in the back of Sean's head the whole time, he's like thinking about Jess. So eventually he decides that like it's the time to make a move on Jess. It's a slow night on the beach and he's ready to make a move. Apparently he's been talking to Brayden and a couple of the other guys about how Rachel really likes him. So he kind of feels stuck with Rachel. That's kind of like the vibe I was getting. But he also like is into Jess. So he finally pulls Jess aside and he makes a move on Jess. He expressed that he's interested. And Jess says that she kind of just sees him more as a friend, that she really loves him and cares for him and like roots for him, but like she just sees him as a friend and like she's into Blake. And it was so sweet. And it was just like a great way to let him down. And at least he shot his shot. Like, he just had to shot his shot. He just had to shoot his shot. Sean and Jess are chatting. Brayden overhears, like just kind of sees what's going on. And Brayden's like, this is ridiculous. Like, does Rachel know this? Like, does Rachel know how much he's really into Jess and not her? So Brayden stirs the pot and Sean feels really betrayed by Brayden, but like Brayden also wants to be honest. And I think it's kind of tricky because I think Sean was talking crap in the bunk beds at night when the cameras were down. So that's why Sean thought he could get away with it. But I respect that Brayden was honest and told Rachel, because I do think that Rachel needed to know what he was saying, because it's not fair to her and her experience if she's like tied to this one guy who's like talking about her. Like, that's just not fair. And if Brayden and Rachel have like any type of friendship, or if any of the guys do, like I would expect them to tell Rachel. So I understand why Brayden did that. It was stirring the pot, but also Rachel needed to know, but also like, was Sean gonna tell Rachel, or was it just like Sean being with Jess where it was like the last straw? It also kind of seems like you can't have casual conversations in Paradise. It's almost like there's these dedicated day beds that are like, you are going to be on camera and like you're flirting if you're on that date bed. Like, I don't really understand why Sean and Jess talking had to have everyone had to be so nosy, because it should be like a beach where everyone can just kind of like chill and like, you know, be able to have side conversations. But I'm thinking because there's like only so many cameramen and lighting people at night, like, you know, when it's an important conversation if you're on the beach and like you can tell from afar. So I think there are a lot of floaters in Paradise who just kind of hang around the bar and want to keep low key and like stay out of the drama. Rachel gets pissed when she hears this, so she confronts Sean, and she really went in on him. She really went in on him. And I feel like at times maybe she like didn't give him a chance to speak, but I also feel like he wasn't being like fully honest with her. But like, what do you guys think? Did Sean do anything wrong? What was he supposed to do? I mean, I think well, first of all, he should have never talked crap about Rachel to the other guys. Like, that's bullshit. Like, fuck that. Seriously, that's bullshit. I understand that people like to, but not on a TV show like this. Like, you can't talk shit like that to about the girl you're dating. If he really was, maybe a couple jokes, like, I don't know. You can't do that. Not in this environment. It's too intense. So maybe he should have communicated with Rachel sooner that he was still into Jess and that he wanted to pursue that. But I think Sean wanted to talk to Jess first and see if Jess was into him, and then he was going to assess. So if Sean was trying to be sly and try and like hop out of his couple with Rachel, is that what he was trying to do? Hop out of his couple with Rachel, or just test the waters, and if not, go back. And then he got caught. Is that what I'm seeing happened? Okay. Rachel obviously is very dramatic, and she, you know, speaks her mind, and she is great television. So she couldn't finish the conversation. She needed a minute. She wanted to cool down. She wanted to talk to other people and hear what other people were saying, because she didn't feel like Sean was being honest with her. I'm glad that Rachel found out the hard way. I think Rachel wanted out of it anyway, so this honestly works out for her. And now Brayden, since he's the one that saved her, now he swoops up Rachel and they end up kissing. And it looks like from the teaser, they're going to go on a date in the next episode. So now they're going to be a thing. What the hell? Like, I don't think it will last more than like probably like 2 episodes. Justice was served. So since there's like 12 guys and like 7 girls, and then Davia is coming in, she's from Zach's season, I guess there'll be 8 girls. So I think 4 guys are going to go home, and I think Aaron S needs to go home. I think Sean is going to go home. I think, who else even is there? Peter. So now back to the truth box before we end this recap. Wells started reading a couple truth boxes. Did the producers write those notes and just like tell them what to do? Or did they really write the notes? What do you guys think? There was a lot of shade towards Kat in that truth box. I think that maybe because Kat like gives reactions, she was probably being poked all day, because Kat definitely showed herself to be pretty crazy and like reactionary, and like she was mad. I think that Kat was being poked all day by like producers and contestants. I just think Kat was being ganged up on all day because she's like the type of person that like will give you that reaction. So that's what I think happened. But everyone was saying that, you know, Kat played Brayden, that Tanner shouldn't trust Kat, and that Kat isn't even a good friend to Jess. And I did hear Jess like say that's ridiculous. So at least Jess stood up for her friend. Those girls definitely are really close, you can tell. But Kat gets really upset, and she pulls Aaron S aside, since he was the one that broke the truth box and started reading everything out loud. And she's really pissed at him, and she's going off on him, saying to stop meddling into her business or whatever, like just stop talking crap. Like, she was just yelling at Aaron S, and then she went into her confessional and started screaming and yelling, and people heard her from downstairs. The confessionals, I feel like, need to do better at being private. You should not be able to hear other people's confessionals. I know that it's happened a couple times on Survivor too, where like if they weren't far away enough, like you can sometimes overhear people's confessionals in the woods. And I just like don't think it's fair, because I think the confessional booth needs to be so private so you can actually say your full thoughts, so that it doesn't affect like the game. I guess it's different in a competition game than Paradise, but still, like, it's so that no one else can hear your confessionals. I don't think anyone should hear your confessionals until they watch it back. As far as the other contestants, they don't need to know what you're thinking. And I think that the producers maybe like meddle too much, because I feel like people should be able to talk more shit in their confessionals and like be more honest with like the viewers. Like, Sean should be honest with the viewers in his confessionals, like if that's what he was trying to do. Or more people should just be more transparent and then not be worried that whatever they say in their confessional is going to get out to the other contestants, because I think it kind of affects the show and it kind of makes it feel more produced and less organic. So anyway, Kat was, you know, overheard screaming, and Kat was just mad, and Kat seems insane. Like, what the hell? I feel like she definitely has a story to tell. I hope that they put her on a podcast soon. I'm sure she's not that crazy. I'm sure she's being poked, but she looks insane. She just looks insufferable and so difficult and just like impossible. That's how she's coming across on the show. I think that she'll still give Tanner a rose, but then who knows? Because Davia is going to come in at the end. And I didn't know if there was two different girls because it looked like someone was coming in at night. And then when they put Davia in the teaser, it was like during the day. And they only showed Davia. So I don't know if there's two girls or just one, but Davia takes Tanner on a date. So we'll have to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think of Bachelor in Paradise in the comments down below. I will have more videos coming for you later today and early next week covering Bachelor in Paradise and Golden Bachelor and House of Villains, Jersey Shore. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.